back from the dead.
Hey guys, Frozen X is here, and I'm going to be doing this high-end review a little bit differently. I think this will help me a little bit better to get my point across, but if you guys like it the way I did it before, let me know. But first of all, as always, here are the mods that I use on it. It's an SMG, so it's going to be the same as pretty much any SMG you would use. Focus, crit chance, and crit damage. Other than that, you know, hipfire accuracy and accuracy are both benefits, but crit chance and crit damage are what you want to focus. And what I mean about I'm going to be doing this a little bit differently is I'm doing this live, actually. I'm trying to play the game as I talk about the gun. And that will actually probably help me get my point across a little bit better. Now, my first thoughts about this gun are it's a AUG with a bigger mag, and it shoots. I gotta actually look at the RPM. To me, it feels the same, but I have a feeling it's slower or faster. I can't tell. Let me just check that real quick. What is the RPM on this? 725, yeah, and the vectors I'm pretty sure is almost 1,000. Feels a bit, no, right around the same, just a tiny bit slower. It does less damage too, but you have a much bigger mag, so you can always make the argument that it is better because you have to reload less often. The accuracy on it, it's exactly like you would expect from a vector, like, seriously, exactly. It's the exact same accuracy. I will say one thing, this gun does actually appeal to me quite a bit because of the sound effect on it. I mean, just, it sounds so much nicer than the Vector. The Vector sounds like a little sissy's gun. This sounds so nice. I really do like it, and I don't find it to be as good as the Vector, as you can see. You know, that guy would have been dead already if I was using the Vector. But at the same time, it's not bad. It's a nice, like, it's nice for PvE. You're still probably going to get your ass handed to you by a Vector in PvP. Now, there are some AUGs that are technically better than this one. You know, you can get much better drops on AUGs. And so I'm not saying all AUGs are all going to be worse than a Vector, but I am saying those chances are a Vector will be better, because probably the best Vector and the best AUG would lead to the best Vector being better. There is a noticeable difference in damage when you upgrade your firearms with these. What I mean by that is, for whatever reason, at a lower level and a medium level firearms, so anywhere below 3,500 firearms, the AUG will do less damage, but if you are over 3,500 firearms, the AUG then does more damage than the Vector for whatever reason. This is information I got off of the Division Crossout, God, I can't even words. I got that information off the Division subreddit, so whether or not you believe Reddit, according to them, after 3,500 firearms, this gun, as well as the Navy MP5, will be more powerful than the Vector, but I don't know if I necessarily believe that. I think I'm pretty much right at 3,500 firearms too. Let me check that, if I would get out of a loading screen. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like right below it, and we're at 9,700 damage, and my best Vector does 11.1k. So, I don't know. I probably could have gotten a better AUG too. This is not great by any means. I'm not going to read off the talents or anything, because those are all going to change based on what what your drop is. It's not a named weapon. As you know, named weapons have all the same talents on them. They don't vary. That's kind of part of named weapons. They're unique in a sense. You know, they'll all, but I don't know how to put it. They're unique, but they're not unique, because they're all the same, but they're named, so that they're unique, you know. That's just how I'm going to leave that. But as you can see, this, again, has a much bigger mag than a Vector, which you can make the argument that is more useful for PvE. I kind of think it is. I like it a lot. It's quite simple to use, just like any other SMG in the game. I think they're quite overpowered, to be honest. If you look right now, I'm shooting that guy at this range. It's not really doing much damage. It is a very close range gun. The Vector can actually do a decent amount of damage at range. Not so much on this gun. You definitely want to get up in their face and, you know, actually be using it like an SMG. Because, you know, like I showed you back there with that one guy, if you shoot from even like across the room, this is not going to be doing enough damage. But if you're right up in front of them, it's just as good as a Vector. what else is there really to say about it? Not too much, honestly. I would say that, you know, if you're just looking to mix up PvE, if you want a different gun for PvE missions, this is probably going to be good. It will help you out a lot. I think it will also help a lot in incursions. If you do challenging incursions, probably having the extra rounds with a little decrease to damage will help rather than taking a vector in, because having the extra rounds in a mag will allow you to get more shots off into an enemy, and hopefully you can kill an enemy in one mag rather than two, because, you know, that creates that break where you have to reload, and sometimes reload for me is like just filler time where I wouldn't be doing anything else otherwise. But in incursions, I find that I'm not really moving around a lot. I'm taking cover. I only move when, you know, grenades come near me, and from that point I just hightail it the fuck out of there. But yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna finish off by killing this boss with the AUG, and that's gonna be it. The rest of this video isn't gonna be really reviewing the gun. It's just more or less gonna be me just commentating over the game, because not too much else to say about this. But of course, if you didn't like the way I do this live, if you would rather just see me keep doing this the way I was doing it, where I would just show the gun real quick and then just cut to in-game footage, then let me know in the comments and I'll definitely go right back to that. I do want to make my audience happy. This is a little bit easier for me to edit, which that's not really what I care about. I'm starting to have a lot more time now anyway, now that my finals are almost over. So yeah, the editing isn't really the problem anymore. So if you really if you liked it better that way, then let me know. So yeah, that's the AUG. Is it worth it? Yeah, I'd say it's worth it. I mean, it's fun, and if you get a good enough one, you can probably get away with killing some vector noobs in PvP. So good luck, guys, and hope to see you in the next one.